I was this fucking close to banning you. They paid to ban you.
I was watching Tom and Jerry, Boogie.
I messaged you and told you to get the fuck in here.
And I'm here. Have you guys ever seen the episode of Tom and Jerry with the ugly duckling?
I think so.
The whole time he's reading The Ugly Duckling with good old Jerry, right? And then he discovers that he looks like the ugly duckling. So after he finds out he's ugly, he's just trying to off himself the whole episode. It's great.
Yeah, fucking love that one.
It's so good. But I'm very sleep deprived. Dude, 1950s kids shows were wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at these fuckers getting along. I don't want conflict, not content. What the fuck are you doing?
Dude, Rastov, I took my pants off earlier, and your beard looked just like my ball hair.
Damn.
Is that better, Boogie?
That's sad for you.
And I kicked him from the server. He's fucking.
What do you want from me?
Wait, did I kick you from the server or the chat?
The chat.
Oh my God, Becky literally said, "Okay, damn, Queens was doing so well. I hate to break it up. I'll go where you need me, though."
Wait, what happened with Becky?
You chucked her on milkers.
I'm moving to milkers.
They need it.
Who else we got? Who's got money and who wants to see get fucked up?
Wait, Twiggy, you don't give a shit, right? And you've got secrets from Fat Camp. You could fucking spill some secrets for some money.
What kind of
bad
secrets,
right? Like
what you got?
Ones.
Oh, I've got some good stuff.
I know I didn't do anything wrong. Bring it on, bitch.
You didn't do anything wrong. Boogie was one of the most pleasurable people to be around.
I'm actually a goddamn professional. I was kind to everybody there.
Wait. You tell us who you've got secrets on and how juicy they are, and then we can make people pay for them.
I mean, when it came to Fat Camp, women were getting wild when they got alcohol in their system. Wild.
You kicked Gaff?
Yep. Who else you want
Why
to kick?
the fuck did you kick Gaff, you fat motherfucker?
For $20, I'll kick you. For $20, I'll kick that. For $20, I'll kick Epic Brady, boys. Who's got 20? Let's man. Second biggest nerd. What?
Did you kick him or did he leave?
I don't know. I'm kicking from the server.
Confront Rastov already about his crush on Becky.
Oh, he's got a crush?
Those love letters, it was way broke.
Oh no, you got me.
Rastov, why is your camera angle so messed up, dog?
Because I was sleeping, dude. I literally fell asleep.
Why were you asleep? You're not allowed to sleep on live.
It's
you should be punished for that.
They were talking about religion, and I actually fell asleep. It was insane.
Do you guys want to really see me burn shit down? Do you guys really want me to see me burn shit down? Watch this, motherfuckers. S1K, the most hated person on the fucking server. Piece of literal garbage.
Bottom.
Let's fucking go!
There's no way. You fucking suck, dude. They made him a YouTuber.
Let's go.
You should have modded him.
I might.
That'd be pretty funny.
That's crazy. So who do you have secrets on? Like, list some names.
Some names. I mean, I've already spilled some of the beans, but, you know.
$20. Roxy, I'll send a voicemail to Keem right now. I don't give a fuck. $20, I'll send a voicemail to Keem right now. Right now.
I want to know who's got fucking names on.
Go ahead.
I said Roxy, Savage, Wonder Woman.
And how juicy? Like, on a scale from 1 to devastating?
I mean, it could definitely impact some relationships.
Oh, shit.
So. Now, I'm not looking at chat, so you guys got to let me know when to spill the beans.
Oh, I'll let you know.
So they can say a name, and then you will spill the tea for that person.
The worst part about it is I know a lot of what he knows. And call King.
Super chatted $20. Call Keen.
Good evening, everybody. So I know we're starting this video off, but live in the 8 hours of hell. It wasn't really 8 hours, but more like close to 12 hours of their live stream Saturday. I wanted to start it off because I wanted to give it some context of what we're going to cover, mostly with milkers. And it was also pretty funny how fast Rastov more or less became like the rest of everybody else, just really fast. Now, I think it's mostly because he's a people pleaser, so he's trying to please the audience, try to make money. Whether or not he's fake nice or not, again, it's a different question altogether. But then again, I've seen nice people quickly change from being nice to whatever comes next, usually because they get jaded so fast and they get warped so easily. And since they're trying to please people, you know, from my own experience, they end up becoming something a lot different. And, you know, in a way, you know, I can't really blame Rastov completely, but at the same time, seeing him act like this, it's like, not surprising. Like, maybe, like, his hardcore fans would be like, oh, well, this is kind of weird, Rastov acting like this. But this shouldn't be really weird. Mostly because, like, to be fair, he's part of the LCU. What do you expect? Like them to be still the same when you're dealing with these people? No. Their personality will change slowly over the next couple streams, even weeks to come. But we'll have to wait till then. And him just kind of asking Twiggy of all people, spill the tea, spill the tea. I think in hindsight, Rasa probably should have not done that. But then again, when you're trying to make money every single day, you do what you can, right? Right?
What's going on, everyone? It's Blue Monday, Blue Monday, Blue Monday. Welcome back to the biggest shit show, the biggest disaster, whatever you want to call it. Welcome to Lolcowmilkers. I'm your host, Sav, and I got the girls in the back right now. But first, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I was having a great weekend until Sunday morning when my DMs blew up with some bullshit. So, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Roxy's last hoorah today. Will she stay? Will she not stay? We don't know. And we're also going to talk about, oh, poor Boogie. Boogie, Boogie, Boogie. May the Lord be with you, Boogie, for what's coming for you at 8 o'clock today. That's all I'm going to say about that. So let's just go on and get the girls in here, and let's just start talking about it. And let's go. There they are, my beautiful co-host right now, my interns, my prodigies. Here we are. I want to laugh instead of cry because I'm so freaking livid.
Hi guys, I love you, Savage. You're gonna be all right. I've just been talking shit. I will hold you down. I will hold you up. We'll get through this shit together. Thank you everybody for having me again. And if I'm gonna be a protege, bitch, I have to start using your sayings, I guess then.
That's
So
fine.
every time you hear me say your sayings, you better feel special because Zeta don't do that. Zeta don't pick up other people's shit. So I gotta practice. She gone. Is that good?
She gone. Gotta put a little bit more twang in it. She gone.
Gotta have that twang.
All right, welcome,
Twang.
Angie. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Hey, everybody. Again, thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here and learning. So it's great to see you, ladies. And there's a lot to talk about.
It is.
Oh my God. So I'm just gonna let you start and let's just roll with this because it has been. Wow, it's been a crazy weekend.
Savage, did you at least have a good weekend? Like, did you do anything outside of the house? Take a break from the LCU before you started getting blowed up?
I did. Thank you, Thick Gemini. Would you want to get to the Lolcowmilkers membership? Thank you so much. If you received it, please tell him thank you. Thank you. We have manners over here. Damn it. We have manners. Anyway, it was a good weekend. I spent some time with the children. I did some yard work. Joseph was working on the house. And then it all come crumbling down Sunday morning.
Okay, you want to
With the
leave that or you
lies.
want to just get it over with? Normally, I'd say leave it for the middle of the show, but it is a heavy emotional subject. So do you want to go ahead and just get that done and over with? Or what do you want to do, girl?
I think we should just go ahead and talk about it. I personally want that motherfucker out of here. Like permanently
Okay.
banned, gone, fired. You know,
Okay.
and not just
Let's go back and explain it for anybody who
Okay.
might have missed it because it was such a long stream.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Everybody's been like talking about it, you know. My thing was, okay, this is what he did. He got up there and he basically was saying
Twiggy.
that Twiggy. Yeah, Twiggy.
Mhm.
Basically he got up there and was saying that I was a whore at fat camp. I was a whore. One woman was a whore. Rossi was a whore. And we were all trying to fuck all the guys there. And then I was running around with my dress up above my head, I guess. He was trying to say.
So now we're getting into Milker, and this whole stream particularly was just them kind of venting and kind of just mad that Twiggy, quote unquote, made a bunch of lies. Which is pretty funny because like we all know Twiggy is a notorious liar and has done this a lot in the past. So it's a little weird to like. At one hand, I understand where their anger is coming from. At the other hand, it's like you deal with him constantly. He's not gonna be quote unquote gonna leave the server. He's not gonna leave the community. Right? So to me, it's like, it's what do you expect? Now, I understand that, like, what Twiggy said is, like, affecting these people's relationship, right? It's really what it comes down to. But at the same time, later on the stream, they even, like, straight up, like, Savage calls out Rastov for, like, why you even let this happen? Like, just for donation, it's kind of messed up. But it's, like, at the same time, you're dealing with this whole community of people. At first chance they get, they'll, they smell blood in the water, they'll attack you like a school of sharks, right? Or a school of piranhas. So it's like it's a little interesting to see how they all act. And trust me, when we get into Queens, they're no different themselves, right? Queens isn't any different. But again, I think a lot of people didn't believe Twiggy's whole allegation, with dealing with, Wonder Woman, Roxy, and, Savage. Even if it is true, it's like, is that really surprising? But I don't, again, obviously, given that Twiggy is a notorious liar, it's what do you expect? It's like, yeah, and the problem is that ironically enough, not ironically, that's not the right word, but that it actually went into real life stuff, which is hilarious because how much they're against IRL and yet they do so much stuff that does affect IRL. It's like it's like how I felt about Keemstar wanting his privacy, yet when it's coming to other people, it's different, right? You know, whether you agree or disagree with Becky said about boundaries, like Keemstar kind of, you know, it's kind of hypocritical on that front. But I get rule for D and not for me, right?
What up, girl?
What up, Drosy? What you doing, girl?
Right.
I'm fucking pissed off. It's like I'm trying to fucking fight my case in the fucking chat. It's bullshit.
You should have spent the morning in the unemployment line, bitch. What the fuck?
Oh, Mika Chan coming in with the 5. Thank you, Mika Chan.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Wouldn't that be something we hit 200 before 5 o'clock in 1 hour?
That'd be great.
Suck it, Twiggy. Suck it. Your ass is out of here. You're out
You
of
need
here.
to fucking go.
You're out of
You
here,
need to fucking
motherfucker.
go. I cannot believe the fucking shit they were saying about us. That is disgusting.
They say about you.
It's the same thing they were saying about her.
Oh.
Oh, he was saying that
about you sitting in
Roxy
his lap
wanted
for
to
a
fuck his
picture or
ass.
whatever?
Yeah, they were saying they was trying to fuck him and everything. And then they're trying to say Twiggy was, Wonder Woman was trying to get up on Twiggy. Are you fucking kidding me?
Guys, I'm just saying, how many men have ever turned down pussy? I'm a fat bitch, and I have never had a hard time catching a dick. Now you're trying to tell me that any of these men would have turned down any of these ladies that wanted to fuck? Highly doubtful.
It's just, I
Highly
don't
doubtful.
understand why they would have to come up with such disgusting lies just like for him to be noticed again. Like, why would you do that?
He's a freaking idiot.
If it's a hole and it's warm and wet, they're gonna do it. Don't let them lie to you, people.
It's like I'm sitting here, literally, my fate is fucking literally. I'm about to lose everything, depending on the mood Keem's in, and you know he's in a fucking ready to kill people in Minecraft. I have to depend on the fate of him from doing what I did compared to what the fuck he did. That's
My thing
insane.
is, right? So you've talked with Joe behind the scenes on
Yes.
speakerphone when we've had conversations. That was just put me out of it. Total disrespect to him, and he's been nothing but supportive. Everybody likes Joe. He don't get up here and talk shit. He don't do anything to nobody. And to mess with him like that, Twiggy, you're a piece of shit, dude. Karma get you.
Yeah.
Karma. I bet your wife out there sucking another man's dick. How you like that, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Joe is the most kind, caring man. I mean, my husband won't even show his face up here. That man supports everybody, all of us. Not even just milkers. He watches every show. He supports everything. And they're gonna fucking do that to his wife? That's disgusting. It's
Thank you,
disgusting.
Lean on Me. Upgraded to cash cow.
Thank
Thank you so much. Give me the bomb. Let's go. Let's see that go.
Connect your YouTube
Yes.
to your Discord, and we'll see you in the Discord, baby.
Yeah, it goes down in Discord for real, for real. We're
It takes a few minutes too, so don't get frustrated. Once you link it, it does take a few minutes for it to take effect.
No, I just want him to see that me and Savage, we did build this, and we were proud of everything we did. All right, I was drunk. I said a lot of stupid shit. People are drunk and say stupid shit all the time on here. Their feet aren't held
Money.
like that.
Thank you,
Like,
Wally,
they
for
laugh
your
it off,
gifted.
and they make jokes out of it. They make money off of it. Me, I do something wrong, and I'm fucking. And even Xylee admitted that when I swore up and down that I did not go back up there, she said, yes, you did. Then she goes into Discord and was like, yes, I apologize. I'm wrong. What happened?
Thank you, Mary, with another gifted 20.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, thank you so much.
Let's go, Mary. Let's get it. Yeah. How you like that,
Yeah.
Twiggy? How you like that, Twiggy? How you like that, Twiggy? You little fuck boy.
Yeah.
How you like that?
Yeah.
How you like that? You like
Oh,
your
wait a
mama
minute.
sucking that?
Now, that's not even her name. Roxy, there we go, kind of comes in and shine, gives her own opinion, which you think because he's quote unquote fired, which is clearly not the case. When we get into, or when I do the live stream, when I do live episode later today when it comes out, it makes my point, what I said earlier last week, not earlier last week, but late last week, you know what I mean, that the whole Roxy getting fired was just a stick just for them to get views. That's really what it was through and through. And in this particular stream, that really makes my case even harder. But also, like, I mean, like, obviously Roxy and Twiggy had bad blood with each other, especially how Twiggy kind of like purposely, treated Roxy. I cannot speak today. You know what I mean. Roxy, and if I was Roxy, I probably would have gone hard on Twiggy, really hard, and just like obviously, they have a sense of like, well, your wife isn't part of the LCU, so like it's off him, but at the same time, like that rule has been broken. That rule has been constantly broken, regardless if it is for play or not. That rule has been broken. Because, like, it doesn't stop, right? It starts and ends in a certain way, right? It starts with the joke, and it always ends with IRL stuff going down. And I think if I was just, like, one of these girls, I probably would have dragged, Twiggy's wife through the mud. Like, I know that would have come off as messed up, but it's like, well, your stuff is affecting my personal relationship. I haven't done anything to affect your relationship, but if you want to go down that path, let's go. You know, it's what is the Cold War policy between the Soviets and the U.S.? Oh, mass, mad, right? It's basically how I would have treated it. Like, if you're going after my wife or you're going after stuff that is affecting my relationship, then I'll go after you. Fair game. And if you don't like it, you should have just shut your mouth earlier. But
room in red every single night. She did not do any of the things that Twiggy has put out there. Savage is a very fun woman. We had a great time at the wedding. Savage didn't do any of the things that Twiggy is saying.
And neither did you,
100%.
Wonder Woman, and nasty, disgusting shit. You didn't do
Yeah.
none of that. None of that. Thank you, Fun
Thank you
Sickle,
for
for the
the
5.
five.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We going up. Will we hit 300? I don't know. Would that make it even better? I don't know. But thank you, Fun Sickle.
Thank you.
And,
Yeah.
and Zeta Ray, when I was on Aussie, Rastov asked me about, I think, who was least disappointed or whatever it was. I can't remember. I can't verbatim say it. It came from a good place, and I'm sorry if you took that wrong. But what I was most disappointed about was I wanted to spend more time with you, Zeta Ray, and I didn't know that you were unwell. So I apologize for that. I do wish you all the best, Zeta Ray. You do deserve it. And I'm like you. I've been here in this universe for almost 5 months now. And I've gone and done everything and bought the equipment. I understand. I understand where you're coming from, and I'm so happy you've got the internship that you deserve. So
Aw, she's so sweet. I can't with her.
She's the sweetest person I've ever met in my life. Like,
She
for
is,
real.
truly.
And I was
When they say
really-
that, like,
when they-
You on here, Zeta?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. I don't feel like that's a genuine apology. And maybe that's just how I am. Like, I don't like when people apologize, like, I'm sorry for the way you took it, or like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. It's like, if you're sorry for something you've done, you should say, I'm sorry because that I said this. You know what I'm saying? And what you had said was they'd asked who was the most different in real life than online. And you had said Zeta, because Zeta's so fun online. And I thought she would be a lot more social in real life. And she wasn't. And so to me, I'm like, that's a motherfucking assassination of my character. Like, I am a pretty social person. Like, I don't need to be the center of attention all the time, but I never let people feel left out, you know? And pretty much everybody knew I was sick. So it's surprising to me to find out that you didn't know I was sick. But yeah, no hard feelings. I'll go ahead and take it what I feel is your halfway apology. And also it was
Why are
crazy
you so
because
rude to her? Stop that.
I'm not the one. Like, if you have to pick out of everybody at Fat Camp, you can ask anybody. Don't fuck with Zeta, because Zeta's a real G. Like, in real life, I'm more gangster than anybody probably you'll meet online. You know what I mean? Like, I have to fight people daily online if I choose to, because I'm constantly attacked. You know, I've earned respect and stuff, but because I can talk shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not the one to come after if you're gonna come
she
after
really didn't come
anybody.
after you, though. She just stated her opinion. She didn't really get a chance to know you. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Wonder Woman is
I
like the
just-
sweetest person ever. She would give you the shirt off her back.
That's another thing. I don't trust
She
girls
is-
that are like that. And maybe that's a me problem. It probably is a me. It is a me problem. And I've even told people that in real life. You know, people who are sweet all the time, I'm like, where does it go? Because you have to have anger. You have to have shit. Like, how do you let it out? Like, you have to let it out some way. So
I can
always feel
personally
like people,
say, I can personally say, rooming with her for a week, she's not fake. She is a
No.
really, really genuine, nice person. She would do anything for you. She's way better than I am, because I'd be like, go fuck yourself, figure it out
That's
yourself.
it. We've all got
She
our,
is like
we've
the
all got our
sweetest
things,
person
so-
ever. You can never tell
We
me
had
to
fun.
not like her, because she is
Yeah.
so, she's just a nice
Yeah.
And
person.
the sad thing
Genuinely.
about what Twiggy did is I have ended the relationship with King Scott.
I
and
heard that.
I'm not going to.
oh, what happened?
I heard that, and I fucking cried.
Yeah, so they brought in Wonder Woman because one of Twiggy's lies, well, not lies, at least for what we understand, that Wonder Woman hasn't gotten in 2 years, and you know they'll explain it when King Scott kind of gets involved. But to be real, a lot of the stuff Twiggy was saying about Wonder Woman was very private and should have not been talked about. And thank God Nightmare came in. I know people were calling Nightmare a white knight, but like to be fair, like I think you can't make lies about stuff that's going to affect these women's personal life, right? Without not knowing the consequences. That if it would have been done on you, given Twiggy, he probably would have rolled with it and everything. That's who he is. But like, if it starts genuinely affecting his relationship, maybe he'll, his tone would change. And again, with Nightmare, props to him for coming in and defending these girls. Because, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Right? Even if you don't like somebody, if you feel something is wrong, there is nothing wrong, in my opinion, to, like, come in and defend them. If you feel like something isn't right. And, good thing that these girls gave him the credit for that. And honestly, Nightmare should have called out Rastov and his, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, if you're trying to be the nice guy, why are you letting Twiggy? Why are you doing this for Donald? You should have not done that. Obviously, Nightmare will come in later, and we'll get into it when we get into it. But, as I said, Wonder Woman. Also, there was a clip before it where, like, Wonder Woman and Zeta were apologized. I'm not sure. I probably didn't add it in. I probably don't want to add it in because I feel like, I'm not saying it's not important to this particular stream. It's just like, you guys could have done this privately, but, you got to do what you got to do for content, right? It's how it is in LCU.
Real quick before this starts.
This going to be okay? Wait a minute. I hate King Scott. I just want to make sure it's okay with Wonder Woman. If he's here, you sure? Okay, y'all
Okay,
go
put your
ahead.
finger up if you want me to mute or boot his ass. His girl power needs to be.
See that? Shush. Let it happen.
I don't even know what's happening. People are saying, like, adding me in the Discord. Like, I have no idea what's going on.
So did you watch Lolcowlive when Twiggy was saying them disgusting things about Wonder Woman?
Yeah, and me and Twiggy are no longer friends because of it.
Okay, but did you tell Twiggy things that only you would know about Wonder Woman?
No.
Wonder Woman, how you feel about that, baby? You look sad.
I can like prove that me and him have DMs.
But she said there's certain things that she only told you that Twiggy knew about.
Deep.
What are those things? I never told him anything. I never told him anything confidential at all.
All right, everybody be quiet. I think Wonder Woman and King
I
Scott
would never
need to
betray your
talk.
trust like that. What's going? I never said anything to Twiggy.
Oh, here's Nightmare.
Go ahead, Wonder
Hi,
Woman.
Nightmare.
Go ahead, Wonder Woman.
Sure,
Just-
problem. Wonder Woman, I love you to death. King Scott, you're my boy for real. I just want to say, Twiggy mentioned the private thing that he mentioned about Wonder Woman that he brought up, which I won't repeat because I think it's fucking gnarly to even bring into the public.
And I love
He
you,
did
Nightmare.
mention
Thank you
Wonder
so
Woman.
much for having our backs. Thank you. I love
Hey,
you.
no worries.
You're about to
Look,
talk.
no,
You're the
fine,
realest bitch. You're the realest motherfucker I can see.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You fucked that little cunt. But you did say Wonder Woman that you opened up to him confiding in him when you were intoxicated that night. I just want to say that because I don't want you throwing away anything with King Scott because that guy's a fucking true gentleman. I've never seen anyone treat a woman in such a manner in my entire life. There's a lot of men that are pieces of shit. There's a lot of men that are quick to fucking pull the cock out when do. And King Scott was nothing but like super respectful about you, like for real. Like there was no like sexualization. People trying to have guy talk with him, and he's like, no, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I'm not about that. Like for real, no. And
So what you're saying is that Wonder Woman maybe opened up to Twiggy, not realize because we all know Wonder Woman was lost, and you were such a gentleman to make sure she was taken care of. So you're saying Wonder Woman maybe said stuff to maybe Wonder Woman said stuff to Twiggy and thinking that it was said by Scott.
Well, I know that because that's what Twiggy said live.
See, that's how things are. I see.
Okay, so if I was drunk and that's the thing, if I was drunk and I don't know what I said, that's a fair comment. But Nightmare, if you heard me say that when I was drunk, that's a fair comment. And did I say that when I was drunk?
You opened up to me about some stuff. I'm not going to repeat what you opened up to me about because at the end of the day, that's a conversation you and I had, and I'll die with us at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But yeah, you opened up to me about a few things. That may have been one of them. You were mainly talking about Scott a lot and stuff, and how you were, hoping that things would like go well because you were upset about like situations in real life and how it was so nice that you were getting really good treatment and you were being treated like like a princess kind of thing. And it was really a wholesome conversation. And you opened up some things. So again, I'm not going to repeat what you opened up.
So Twiggy has lied. Twiggy has lied on King Scott about Wonder Woman, basically.
Well, I don't think he lied about King Scott because he didn't specifically mention King Scott.
Yes, he did.
But he mentioned him in a way where he was saying that Wonder Woman was like betraying him to like jump on other people, which we all know is fucking like factually incorrect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's about it. Like I watched the clip again earlier because I played it for live to like content cop that bitch. But yeah, the guy's just he's an absolute cancer to society.
Disgusting.
I did literally say that he was the cancer that Boogie faked.
He is.
I said down live to him when I called him out for that shit. I understand why you jumped the gun on the motions of cutting things off with Scott. I really do, because the thing is, he removed your dignity in that moment, and he belittled you to just what is dubbed as a whole, which I don't like that fucking analogy anyway, to be honest with you. But and I understand why you were upset about that. But I just wanted to pop in to clear that and make that clear, because I feel like a lot of people missed on what he actually said in that situation.
Okay.
I don't want King Scott being held accountable for things that he didn't do.
If he didn't say that to Twiggy, then Twiggy is lying. If he didn't, if he's saying that he told King Scott that, then Twiggy's a fucking liar. Like he's lied about all of us this whole fucking time. He's a piece of shit.
I wouldn't feel good letting any relationship go, friendship or otherwise.
No, I think you and King Scott are good, Wonder Woman.
There you go. Nightmare comes in, King Scott comes in, and they're, trying to apologize to Wonder Woman about the whole situation, which is really messed up, right? Even if she was drunk, even whatever happened, like if somebody tells you a personal secret with the confidence that you're not going to tell anybody, you respect that, right? Especially with women, right? Especially, the situation where, obviously, Wonder Woman hasn't got it in 2 years, and, who cares? That's just something personal you don't need to talk about. Maybe it was a guy, most guys would just play it off, but, at the same time, it's don't do that. I would not do that. Because like again, what's coming to females and their secrets, it could massively destroy their life, right? And you know, for a lot of women, their self-esteem is extremely important. You know, I've had secrets. You know, a lot of females told me about their personal secrets and stuff like that, and I tried my best to keep it to myself because you never, you know, you don't want that to negatively affect people, and you want to keep it to yourself. And maybe some people, you know, may disagree with me with that, but it's true. Yeah. And if you're telling a secret that thousands of people are hearing, they're not gonna let that go. There's gonna be people who are gonna use that against Wonder Woman. And from what I understand, Wonder Woman is I guess, a genuinely nice person. I've never met the girl, never talked to the woman. She seems like a genuinely nice person, and you know, good on her. But it's like sort of like the Rastov situation, or you know, Eric, where like she's too nice to be in this community, and I know she wants to spread positivity and good vibes in this community. But it's kind of difficult when the community is based on hate, right? And you trying to overturn that by yourself. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you don't expect results, right?
You just want to believe what you want to believe.
Explain, Becky. We're listening.
I am explaining, bitch.
Don't
God,
need to get rid of her.
Guys, cooler heads prevail. Just let the fucking woman explain.
Yeah, let's give her the floor, ladies. Let's have a decorum, a forum of decorum.
I love how you keep talking just to say absolutely nothing, Zeta. You just toss in word salad to interrupt the actual.
Becky! Just fucking explain, woman!
What happened was I was flying out of Newark Airport, which is already an hour and a half away from me, and they had a shortage of air controllers. On top of that, 20% more of their staff walked out the day before my flight. So that's the article that he posted because they cut 35% of their flights. I couldn't get a flight out there when I finally could. I couldn't secure a flight back, which was a big issue, especially because there's changes going on with real IDs starting May 7th, so I couldn't risk getting stuck out there. So that was one reason. The second reason is my back also started giving me really bad problems. So that's the rheumatoid arthritis for you. You're gonna see when I'm on my stream, I can't even stand straight. It's really bad. So
Okay,
that's the
Becky.
reason.
Okay, well,
You
I do
always
hope that
got
you rest up,
excuses,
and I
Becky.
hope that you feel better.
You always
And
got
I hope
excuses.
that
I got a
the
question
next
for you,
event
Becky.
that
Hold on a
there
minute.
is that you're
Did
able
you give
to
the
make
money
it
back
there.
to Jeffy? That's what I want to know. Did you give the money back to Jeffy?
They never gave me the money in the first place. I paid out of pocket, and they were going to reimburse me, and we never got to that point.
Mm.
Did you have to go to the hospital? There was a rumor in the
She
Discord that you had to go to the
hang on,
hospital for your
the
back.
said, no, she posted in Discord that she didn't go because she threw her back out doing the cucaracha.
Shouldn't have been shaking that ass, Becky.
Hold on,
That's what
I
she
asked
just
her a
said.
question.
She
Can you
said-
guys let her respond?
Sorry, what was your question again?
Did you end up going to the hospital for your back, or no? Somebody
I
had said you
did.
did.
So I ended up going to urgent care, and then they sent me to the hospital. They did a bunch of tests, and basically my inflammation is just really high. So I got kicked back to my rheumatologist, who I was lucky and I got to see today. So she gave me some muscle relaxers and some other medications, like a prednisone pack and stuff I have to take. So hopefully I can get functional again pretty soon.
You got
Okay,
proof on
that's good. I
that?
hope that you heal up. But just realize, I'm going to talk
No,
shit
no,
until
no,
you
no.
go to an event.
Mary super chatted $50.
Believe me, I was dying to go to this
You gotta
one.
don't know to kick her. I don't know what to use. Kick her and come back.
I believe it. You guys
Get
be
the hell out
cordial.
of
Let's
me,
finish
guys.
this conversation, and then we'll kick her.
That's all I had to say, really. So I'm happy to go. But since there was so much speculation, I just wanted to say there's real reason.
Hey, Becky, do you have proof that you went to the...
And now, to kind of end this video, we have Becky, and Becky was kind of saying that, like, you know, the rest of it was just them fighting with Becky about, you know, whether or not did she really go to, you know, the haunted house. So don't worry, I probably will make a short video on the whole madhouse haunted house stuff, because that was a disaster. But here, you know, Becky was supposed to go there. Same thing with Roxy. I think Billy was supposed to go there, and I don't think Billy went. And Becky didn't go because, quote unquote, her back, and then, you know, airplane stuff, right? It could have been simply that behind the scene, you know, Kim told her to go to help them out, and then like maybe last minute wanted to screw them over, and so Kim probably told her to pull back. It could have been anything, really. Obviously, the back's up. Most people are not going to believe, because she is a notorious liar, which is funny, a liar believing another liar, because later on in the Queen stream, right after, she kind of believes in Twiggy, which is hilarious, coming from I guess birds of a feather do flock with each other, right? You know. And yes, she tried to make the whole excuse her back and the plane stuff, but then they also counter it with, like, you know, why didn't you just go to a different, you know, airport? Which is true, because she, you know, I'm not doxing her, alright, but she does live in a she lives in New York. And what I can understand, the area of New York she lives in, there's multiple airports. So it's not like she didn't have excuses, right? Like they're sort of like you had multiple opportunities to go to different places, but you know that's on my end. You know, that's how I would probably try to figure it out. Like, well, you know, if you're promising to go there, just go there, right? But because it is what it is. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till then, have a good one, be safe, and as always, God bless.